Hey everyone, it's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. We want to let you know that today we were informed that Judge Frank was assigned our case. So we know that a schedule had recently been worked out between the lawyers and the city, and this is what they came up with. So we filed our brief last week, and the city was given until June 16th to reply. We have to then respond to the city's brief by June 20th. And as you know, we told you that we knew that a decision would have to be made by you guys somewhere around June 15th, because that would give you about 2 weeks to do what you needed to do. Hopefully you'd been listening and you'd been doing your homework to plan for Plan B. So what the advice is that we're going to give you is this. We know that the judge had already promised us that he would try to get oral arguments in after the 20th. So that would only give us 10 days to get a decision, which means he could either grant that injunction somewhere between the 20th and the 30th, or deny the injunction between the 20th and the 30th, or he can push up the rollout, the end of the deadline, the June 30th deadline, to waive or opt out. Now, we don't know what's going to happen, but we know that because we've properly prepared you to make sure that you did your homework, to know what you had to do, that the judge would make one of these three decisions: either push up the date, deny the TRO, or grant it. Now, if he grants the restraining order, everything that the city's been trying to implement stops in its place, okay? If he denies the restraining order, it's going to proceed, which is why we asked you to do your homework over the last 2 months to make sure that you knew what your option was and what you were going to do. So we are now going to advise you that we don't know what's going to happen, but you should have already done your homework. And if you are choosing to stay in traditional Medicare, you need to start to implement that process. Now, we'd also asked you, if you choose to stay in traditional Medicare, you'd have to waive your city health benefit, and know what that cost was to your supplemental plan. And remember, you would be losing your Medicare B reimbursement and or your IRMA, okay? When you're making that arrangement with that plan company, the broker, you also need to find out what would be the exit strategy. When would be the earliest you'd be able to get out of that plan if we were to win our case, okay? Or at least the restraining order and things got delayed. So please make sure you know all of that. Those are very important. And then we will keep you posted as the time ticks on. Now, remember, Thursday, Michelle and I will be back in the city, and we will be doing our rally at City Hall about our legislation, because we're not just letting this rest on litigation. We're trying to attack this on all ends, our litigation and our legislation. So come out in big numbers. The city has been kind of nice to us in some ways, at least the parks guys are, the commissioners and the mayor's office. We got our rally to be there on Broadway by Park Place, between Park Row and Park Place. We rented the billboard truck to be able to live stream what's going on inside, and we're hoping that that goes seamlessly, although we just never know. But the goal would be to live stream the city council hearing from inside, in case you can't seem to pick it up on your cell phones, because the city council does live stream their hearings. But we wanted just to be together, because knowing that the stated meeting is this kind of meeting where not everyone can come inside. They'd only let about 30 people, and there's a lot of things happening. So chances are it might just be a handful of us that can get in. So we wanted you to see what was going on. And if you didn't have the ability to live stream from the link from the city council, we wanted you to be able to see it. So we rented the billboard truck so that you could watch it live on that billboard truck. And we're hoping, knock on wood, that that works out fine. The city also doesn't allow us to have chairs on the sidewalk, but they allowed us to have 25. So we're going to need some help setting those chairs up and making sure that if you guys get tired, you'd be able to sit, knowing that that meeting is supposed to start at 1:30, and it didn't end the last time it didn't start until 2:15 the last time, and it didn't end till about 5. So it could be a long day. And then I got to sit out there and wait for the truck to leave to come back and pick up the chairs at the end. So hang in there with us. This is like a crazy train in motion, but we're really trying to help you out in all different phases and thinking of what we can do to help make you comfortable while we're out there, inside, and you're out on the corner waiting to hear what happened inside. So we hope to see you Thursday. We're looking forward to it. We'll meet you at 12 at the corner of Broadway and Park Place. Be safe, and we'll see you soon. Do your homework. Bye.